back in the garage again. The GTO decided to start misfiring on the way home from Metamora. So I've got to tear in and see what's going on. Got a code for Runnin' Rich and cylinder 6 misfire. So I'm going to go ahead, take the plug wire, which it looks like it might be resting on the header. I do have some wire looms around it, but I'll show you. So right in here, oh, where'd my flashlight go? There it is. Okay. So right in here, you can see that's kind of resting right on the header. So I'm wondering if perhaps that burned through and maybe hit that wire. So I've got new wires, got some new spark plugs because those are probably fouled out. And then I'm also going to take that coil pack off and inspect that too, because it's only the one cylinder. I did a random misfire when we first pulled out of the show and then eventually centered over to cylinder 6. So I'm pretty glad I got that new OBD scanner. It is a Bluetooth, so basically you just plug it in. It's always ready, and anytime you get a fault code, you can quickly log into your phone, pull those codes, and figure out exactly what's going on. So I will tune in later once I get torn apart and let you know what's going on. Well, I think I found it. So this is where the sleeve was touching on the header. You can see there's some black marks there. And as I look a little closer, we got a little burn mic and a couple little cuts here. So it's potential that that probably hurt that insulator in there because, yeah, there's definitely some damage to that guy. So I might pull the rest off and just make sure we're 100% all the way around. In the meantime, gotta check that spark plug and see what is up in there and see how bad I fouled that out. All right, we're back in the garage again, and we've got some parts in. So our spark plugs came yesterday, and we've got our spark plug wires all set up with our fiberglass sleeves on them. I've got my handy dandy assistant with me today. So plan is, Mom's gonna put the spark plugs in, and we're gonna put a little anti-seize so they don't freeze in the block.
Yep, I'm gonna hand the spark plugs to my mom.
Yep, you're gonna hand the wires. The spark plugs are kind of sensitive, so Mom will put those in, but you get to help me put the wires in. And then we'll have our spark back.
Yep.
So, proper maintenance. Yep, what?
I'm gonna go clean my truck.
Yeah, then you're gonna clean your truck while you're waiting. Proper maintenance extends life, and that goes for your body and your car. If you are not replacing the oil, if you're not replacing your spark plugs and your wires, if you're not changing the fluids in the car, it's gonna wear down faster. And that's why it's also important that you take care of your spine and your body. You gotta make sure you put the right fuel in and do the proper maintenance on it. So, if you haven't been to a chiropractor before, I highly recommend it. It makes sure that your joints are moving properly, so those nerves fire and that your body is able to move and perform exactly how you need it to. So we'll tune in, do a little bit more video once we have these spark plugs and wires connected. We're still waiting on the AC compressor seal for the AC lines. Hopefully we're gonna have the air conditioning hooked up because we were taking the girls with us to LS Fest. A little change of plans on that. So we have until September 9th is the day that we have to leave. So we have to get the fenders finished rolling. I've got to put the subframe bushings in. I'm going to have new spark plugs and wires. That wasn't on my list, but well, that's what happens. And then we got to get the AC compressor hooked up, vacuumed down and refilled. And then hopefully that will be it before LS Fest. So anyways, I will tune in once we're done and you can follow along with the progress. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm gonna set you down. And then what we're gonna do is we've got the spark plug wires and we've got those fiberglass boots on there already. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this one back here. spark plugs, wires. We're gonna start it up and make sure everything's okay. You ready, Tori? We're gonna open the garage a little bit. Over here. Sounds good. Now we just got to reset our codes and we'll be good to go.
Bye. I'll be